This is Local 15 Today.
Severe weather begins to leave its mark across the South. Millions have been affected by dangerous and even deadly storms, and this morning those storms are expected to hit our area. Good morning, everyone. I'm Darwin Singleton. My co-anchor Kelly Foster is dedicating herself to the Local 15 Weather Center this morning. She's monitoring the potential for severe weather in your neighborhood this morning. And Kelly, this approaching storm system has already claimed some lives.
It sure has, Darwin. In fact, a family, they were in their trailer. It was lifted off the cinder blocks that happened near the Bow Bridge in Lafayette, Louisiana, mother and her daughter. But take a look at the live pinpoint Doppler right now, and these storms are going to be moving forward, advancing our way, especially as we head towards mid-morning. That's when we expect this line of storms to begin to bear down on our area. Right now, we're not looking at any rain in and around Mobile, but we do have some showers and storms north of town. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center does have our area under an enhanced threat of severe weather. That is a 3 on a scale of 1 to 5. And we expect the storms to begin to push through the areas I mentioned mid-morning and not clearing until about 3 p.m. Already, we are under a tornado watch, and this is going to be until 9 a.m. Mobile counties included, Mobile Bay, Baldwin, Washington, Clark, and all of our Mississippi counties, including adjacent water. So not a good day to be out and about, and make sure that you are weather aware today and you don't want to be on a boat. We also have a wind advisory, and this is all the way until 10 o'clock this morning. Winds really advancing out ahead of the system, already gusting up to 28 miles per hour. It is going to be a tough commute this morning. Hold on tight to the wheel. And here's a look at what we are expecting today. Hail will be on the low end, tornado threat will be medium, and the wind threat will be high. We're talking winds gusting up to 70 miles per hour with some of these storms. And as far as flooding, it will be a medium. Here's a look at storm reports with the system, and keep in mind this is going to be shifting our way. I'll take you through the hour-by-hour forecasts coming up.
All right, thank you so much, Kelly. And a big deal right now is we have school systems that are affected by these storms. Zora, we understand we have several closings, and we could receive more this morning.
That's right, Darwin. We heard of some last night, but here are the very latest schools that have been calling us and emailing us throughout the night, giving us the latest update on the status of their schools. Let's take a look at some of those closings right now. Bishop State Community College, Reed State Technical College, and all day classes at Coastal Alabama Community College will be closed today, as well as the University of Mobile. Now, at this time, we have not heard of any closures for the University of South Alabama or Spring Hill. Preschools and daycares are also closing their doors this morning. Take a look at your screen. You can see some of those closures that include all of the Community Action Head Start centers, as well as Little Tigers Preschool and St. Mark Early Learning Centers and Dixon's Child Care. As far as public schools in Mobile, we have Mobile County, Baldwin County, Washington County, Monroe County, Clark County, and Conecuh County. They're all closed today. Also, Baldwin County schools are saying that their employees should also stay home today. All Catholic schools in Mobile and Baldwin County are also closed, as well as Escambia, Shelton, Cottage Hill, and Faith Academies, St. Luke's Episcopal School, and also Pritchard Prep. Now make sure to keep up with us all morning long. We're going to have the school closures here on Local 15. You can also log on to our website, local15tv.com, and we'll continue to bring you updates as those come in. In the Breaking News Center, Zora Asbury, Local 15 News.
All right, Zora, we're about to show you why we are taking this system so seriously. A woman and her young daughter were killed just east of Lafayette, Louisiana, in the community of Bow Bridge, Louisiana, when a strong storm, the winds from that storm, flipped their trailer home off the cinder block foundation. The victims have been identified as 38-year-old Francine Gotch and her 3-year-old Neville Alexander of Bow Bridge. The house was left on its side, toys and furniture and pieces of their home and lives scattered throughout the grass. Other mobile homes on the same plot of land were left untouched. Family members say they knew storms were in the forecast this weekend, but didn't realize those storms could change their lives forever.
Seen the hail falling and everything, but never expected for this to actually come about happening. Sad.
Look at your kids, call them wherever they at, just tell them I love you, because you never know with these freak storms, you never know one day.
And this is just a somber reminder, once again, as storms move through our area today, that we all need to be prepared, and we'll hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. If you live in a mobile home right now, you need to plan to go somewhere else to take shelter if these storms approach you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Shoppers at a mall in Alexandria, Louisiana witnessed a tornado touching down there. You can see it right there on that cell phone video. It caught the storm on camera right in front of a store. That's where they were, looking out of a storefront. Lightning hit the dark cloud as thunder boomed through the parking lot, and then people took cover inside the mall, while witnesses watched that spinning cloud reach the ground off in a distance. And take a look at this. Dangerous conditions in Alexandria again Sunday evening as hail flooded the streets in that Louisiana city. And then look, suddenly a large limb snaps and falls on power lines, causing them to arc and flash, proving to be no match against the power of Mother Nature. It looks like a small fire ignited as a result of those down power lines. And then there are the heavy rains and severe flooding, also part of this storm system now headed our way. Sunday, heavy rain pelted parts of Louisiana, and right now you are looking at severe flooding. This is in Vernon Parish. Meanwhile, several other parish roads are underwater, as well as some state roads. Authorities are delivering sandbags to area residents as they're needed. Crews in North Texas had to pull a body from a creek there from the same system. Sunday, heavy rains caused by this flash flooding and fast-moving waters at this creek in Mesquite, Texas. Officials believe the person was swept away. The identity of the victim not yet released. If you spot storm damage today, be safe, but send us pictures and video if you get them. Download our free Local 15 News app right now in the App Store, then click on the See It, Send It tab. It's real easy to upload your pictures. You may see your pics and video in an upcoming Local 15 newscast. Once again, stay safe. It's not worth the video if you're not safe. Breaking news this morning, still no sign of escapee inmate Justin Fritz. Fritz escaped from the Mobile Work Release Center Sunday around 5:30. He is 26 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighs about 170 pounds. He was last seen wearing a white prison uniform and black work boots. Fritz is serving time for burglary, and if you've seen him or you have any information about where he might be, contact the Alabama Department of Correction or your local law enforcement. A child has been found safe, but her guardians have been found dead. The close family members now facing charges for their murder. Did you know high doses of green tea extract found in some supplements can actually be dangerous?
Can potentially cause serious liver damage.
How those green tea supplements are different than the green tea you may drink.
And Darwin, a tornado watch is issued for our viewing area until 9 a.m. We're starting off quiet, but we do expect storms to turn loud and threatening. In fact, we are under an enhanced threat of severe weather. Already a report of a water spout near the North Shore in New Orleans. We'll take you through the hour-by-hour forecast coming up.
Newscast in the state by the Alabama Broadcasters Association. Local 15 weather with meteorologist Kelly Foster.
Good Monday morning, everybody. We have been watching this storm system, or the potential for the development of it, really all weekend long, and this is going to pack quite a punch. We are under an enhanced threat of severe weather, all due to this squall line and the tail end of it. Right now, it's really ramping up near Perry County, Greene County, Mississippi, and then to our north in Choctaw County, and then the tail end of it really beginning to get things rotating near the New Orleans area. In fact, they've had reports of a water spout this morning right near the shoreline there. So if you're going to be traveling towards the west along I-10, think twice. You want to wait until this entire line has passed. And this is what's going to be moving across southern Mobile County, Dauphin Island, Baldwin County as we take you in time. But this is a look at what's going to be impacting Washington, Clark, and Monroe County. And you can see it's the center part of this line. We are watching these lightning-packed storms, reports of severe thunderstorm warnings for these areas earlier this morning, Forest County, Lamar, Jones, and again, this is going to be moving our way. So we'll keep you up to date if any watches or warnings are issued. As we take a look at the northern part, there was a severe thunderstorm warning earlier for Choctaw County. So Highway 43, Highway 84, it's going to be a rough ride this morning. We are under that enhanced risk for all the areas shaded in orange. That is a 3 on a scale of 1 to 5, and a slight threat for Washington and Clark County, a large portion of those counties. So we will keep you up to date. The big deal today is to make sure that you stay informed, have a way to receive watches and warnings. We are under a tornado watch through 9 a.m. We have a wind advisory as well, and the winds are beginning to really kick up, gusting up to 28 miles per hour. Medium threat of tornadic development, high threat for winds. We could also see hail and flooding. Take a look at all those reports of severe storms. We're not moving a whole lot in the number department. 73 at 7. We will top that at 81 by 5 o'clock, 79. So hour by hour, we're starting out quiet. Mid-morning, it is right on top of Mobile. By 11:30, it shifts over towards Baldwin County near Gulf Shores. And by noontime, Pensacola. By 2 o'clock, we're going to see this over near Destin. And then by 3 o'clock, it's going to begin to move on out of the viewing area. And keep in mind, we could be picking up about an inch or two of rain. Here is your 7-day, and we could see round 2 of severe weather. The threat doesn't look as high as today on Wednesday.
All right, thanks so much, Kelly. Just across the state line in Florida, deputies in Cantonment are now on administrative leave. Why? They say they had no choice but to shoot and kill a suspect there.
Faster, stronger.
Good Monday to you, everybody. It is 5:16. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning to tell you about right now, and it's in effect for Greene County, Mississippi, and Washington County, Alabama until 6 a.m. Here's the timeline, and the storm is moving east at about 20 miles per hour. It's southwest of McLean. That's in Greene County. So as you can see right now, Washington County is dry, but it's going to be moving your way in short order. If you're stepping outside right now and it's quiet, don't leave home without the umbrella. And take a look back behind this system. We are looking at a line of lightning-packed storms. We're going to see this storm move near Millry in 7 minutes, State Line in 12, and Leakesville in 15. And just very quickly want to show you that we are under a tornado watch, really from Mobile, Baldwin, and our inland counties until 9 a.m. And that severe thunderstorm warning for Greene and for Washington County in place until 6 a.m. Darwin.
All right, Kelly, thanks so much. An Amber Alert has come to an end as an 11-year-old girl is now safe, but her grandparents are dead. Sunday, investigators in North Carolina issued an Amber Alert for 11-year-old Ariana Forney after her guardians, which were her grandparents, were found dead inside their home. Then later on Sunday, Ariana was located by police in Washington, D.C. Meanwhile, police plan to seek murder charges against Curtis Atkinson Jr. and a woman, Nakia Anderson. Atkins is the son of the 2 victims. A frightening situation in Cantonment, Florida, when Escambia County, Florida deputies shot and killed a suspect there. Here's what happened. Deputies say the suspect fired at them first during a chase, and it all started when deputies responded to a domestic violence call just before 7 Saturday night. Well, the suspect ran away from officers, they say. Then they say he pulled a gun and shot at them. Deputies returned fire, killing that suspect. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement is now investigating, and the deputies involved are all on paid administrative leave. New information expected to be released this morning after shots rang out on Gulf Shores beaches over the weekend. This morning, Gulf Shores police are searching for a suspect. Investigators say around 11:30 Saturday night, shots were fired into the air during a fight. This happened on the public beach at the end of Highway 59. A shark attack in Destin. Sunday, a 17-year-old girl from Kentucky was bitten on her leg by a 5-foot-long shark while she was swimming in the Gulf. Deputies say she will require some stitches, but the injury is fairly minor. She was taken to a local hospital for treatment. Today, a Mobile man charged with murder will finally have his day in court. His court appearance comes 4 years after he was accused of the crime. Mobile veterinarian Dr. Hunter Cohen is charged in the 2013 death of John Lendl. Authorities say Cohen was under the influence of alcohol when he struck and killed Lendl in a head-on collision. While out on bond in 2014, Cohen was also involved in another crash, this one in North Alabama. A meeting is going to be held this week for those concerned about a proposed sewer line in Baldwin County. Mobile Baykeeper says that line would run from Ferry Road to Honey Road Extension and would create a permanently looming threat. They fear possible leaks in that pipe might contaminate Fish River. Baldwin County Sewer Service would build the line to service about 100 of its customers west of Fish River, customers that are currently serviced by Fairhope Utilities. Fairhope's mayor says the current arrangement was a result of a lawsuit that happened 10 years ago. And Karen Wilson says that agreement will not be renewed, but Baldwin County Sewer says it wants to renew the current agreement for another 10 years. So a meeting is going to be held this Wednesday at 6 at the Fish River Marlow Volunteer Fire Department.
All right, here's a look at your pinpoint forecast for today. And keep in mind, right now we are looking at the line of storms that's near Greene County, Mississippi, about to be moving into Washington County. They're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 6 a.m. Primary threats right now with that will be some strong winds. But here's a look at what we've got going on as we take you through time this morning. Out in advance of this system, we have some really strong winds gusting up to about 28 miles per hour. So at 7 a.m., you can see it's still west of Mobile. By mid-morning, it is beginning to move into the western part of the Mobile area near the airport, also over near Snow Road, House Ferry, Tanner Williams, and then we're going to see it move near downtown at about 10:30. It crosses into Baldwin County at 11:30, and we're going to see it right on top of Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, and then you can see over near Malbus. As we watch the clock move to about noontime, it moves over Pensacola. By 2 o'clock, Fort Walton and Destin, and then we're really through with this system by 3 o'clock. We get a break on Tuesday. Tuesday's terrific, but Wednesday it turns wet with the potential for some more severe storms as we progress through Wednesday afternoon. We're not ruling out the potential for flash flooding. Keep in mind the tornado threat is real today. We're under a tornado watch until 9 a.m. Winds could gust up to 70 miles per hour, so make sure if you have any loose porch items, porch furniture, tie them down. You don't want them to be airborne, but we could be picking up about 1.5 inches of rain Mobile and 2 inches near Loosedale and the Fairhope area. So if you live in a low-lying area, be thinking about flash flood concerns today. Darwin.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Many people are working on getting their body beach ready and may decide to use green tea supplements. They're marketed for weight loss, but there's little evidence to support those claims. Coming up, how taking green tea supplements can cause the potential for serious health risks.
Severe weather. We do have a tornado watch in effect until 9 a.m. for the western zones of our viewing area, including Mobile and Baldwin County, Washington, Clark, and all of our Mississippi counties. And here's why. We're watching the squall line really get active. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Greene County, Mississippi until about 6 a.m. and also Washington County beginning to enter into that area. And reports of a funnel cloud near the shore in New Orleans, and the tail end of that's going to be moving our way. So be weather ready. It's windy out there. I'll take you through the hour by hour coming up.
All right, thanks so much, Kelly. Green tea supplements are marketed for weight loss, but here's the thing. There's little evidence to support those claims. In fact, those supplements could actually be dangerous. Consumer Reports health experts reveal the potential serious health risk from those green tea supplements.
You may have heard that green tea can be good for your heart, but don't confuse a cup of green tea with green tea extract powder. Some supplements containing the ingredient are promising weight loss and a healthier metabolism, but the experts at Consumer Report have some concerns.
Higher concentrations of green tea extract can be really dangerous because it can potentially cause serious liver damage. Plus, the herb itself has been found to alter the effectiveness of a long list of drugs, including certain antidepressants and anti-clotting medications.
It can also elevate your heart rate and blood pressure, and research suggests that up to 10% of people who suffer acute liver failure from green tea extract may die as a result. Consumer Reports put green tea extract powder on its list of 15 supplement ingredients to avoid.
The manufacturers who make these supplements are not required to prove to federal regulators that their products are safe, that they're effective, or even that they're accurately labeled. So you really have no idea what you're buying.
And studies have also found that even in high doses, green tea probably won't help you lose weight.
It's true that green tea can raise your metabolic rate so that you burn more calories, but that's probably just due to the caffeine and catechins it contains. Catechins are antioxidants that are found in green tea.
Consumer Reports says most people can reap the health benefits of green tea with a couple of cups of green tea each day.
Coming up, we're going to talk about this severe thunderstorm warning that we have in place right now for Greene County, Mississippi, Washington County, Alabama. Until about 6 a.m., we'll see this line move near State Line at in about 7 minutes, 13 miles. It's going to be on top of you in Leakesville, and 16 minutes for Chatham. We're also under a tornado watch. I'll have more on today's enhanced threat of severe weather after the break.
This is Local 15 Today.
It threw him into the closet. They're alive, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Survivors of the storm, a Louisiana family lucky to be alive after taking shelter just seconds before their home was destroyed by a powerful storm. And powerful storms are headed our way at this moment. It's a storm system that has already proven deadly. We are tracking these storms for you. See how officials are already preparing for the possibility of very dangerous conditions. Good morning, everyone. I'm Darwin Singleton.
And I'm Kelly Foster. I'm here tracking the potential for severe weather this morning, and we are continuing to watch this line. And it's the reason why we have a tornado watch in effect and a severe thunderstorm warning for Greene County, Mississippi, Washington County, Alabama. The tail end of it right here on top of Slidell. Possible reports of a waterspout near New Orleans, and that tail end is going to begin to move our way. Now, our inland zone's already getting hammered right now as this moves forward, and it is for the Greene County area near Leakesville, McLean, and this is moving east at about 20 miles per hour. We will see this head towards Chatham within about the next 17 minutes. And the biggest threat with this severe thunderstorm warning is going to be winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour. So we'll be keeping a very watchful eye. Northern Clark County, right up Highway 43 near Thomasville, getting in on the wet weather as well. Now, we do have a tornado watch in effect until 9 a.m. This does include the western zones of our viewing area, our Mississippi counties, Mobile, Baldwin, Mobile Bay, Washington, and Clark, adjacent waters as well from Pascagoula to Pensacola, out about 60 nautical miles. Now, we're dealing with some strong wind gusts in advance of that squall line, gusting up to 28 miles per hour in the Port City. Same for Fairhope, 22 for Gulf Shores, and we do have that enhanced threat of severe weather. That is a 3 on a scale of 1 to 5. Our numbers will not move a whole lot today. 73 at 7 a.m., 75 mid-morning. We will top out at 81. This is a tough time of the morning, but tell your friend, tell your family members that we are under this enhanced threat, because everyone needs to make sure that they have a way to receive watches and warnings. So follow us on air, online, and download that Local 15 weather app. All right, here's a look at traffic, and so far so good. Looking pretty quiet out there where the Bayway meets the Causeway. The water is going to be kicking up, possibly over the Causeway with that strong onshore flow. So we will keep you up to date. Darwin.
Well, the potential for severe weather is causing school officials to take precautions. I'm Zora Asbury in the Local 15 Breaking News Center. This morning, most schools in our area have already been closed, but here are some of the latest school closings. Take a look at your screen right now. All Baldwin, Mobile, Washington, Monroe, Clark, and Conecuh County public schools will be closed today. Also, Thomasville, Saraland, Satsuma, and Chickasaw City schools are closed. Also for Catholic schools in Mobile, all of those are closed, and Baldwin County as well. Mobile Christian School, Escambia Academy, Shelton Academy, Cottage Hill, and Faith Academy will all be closed. St. Luke's Episcopal School and Pritchard Prep are closed as well. Now take a look if you have kiddos in preschool or in daycare. Here are their closings this morning. Take a look at your screen if you have a second. They include all of the Community Action Head Start schools, as well as Little Tigers Preschool, St. Mark Early Learning Centers, and Dixon's Child Care, just to name a few. Also, colleges and universities that have closed today: University of Mobile, Bishop State Community College, Reed State Technical College, and all day classes, not night classes, at Coastal Alabama Community Colleges. Now, we have not heard anything about the University of South Alabama or Spring Hill at this time, but we'll keep you up to date with those closures. And you can also log on to our website, local15tv.com. We'll have a full list compiled for you on our website. And also stick with us throughout the 6 o'clock hour, and we'll bring you the very latest closures as they become available. In the Breaking News Center, Zora Asbury, Local 15 News.
All right, Zora, we're also hearing that some flooding is already occurring in Birmingham. Our sister station up there saying roads are becoming impassable as the same system dumps lots of rain with it, so beware of that as well. As always, the Mobile and Baldwin County emergency responders are on standby just in case they need to react. But with severe weather threatening our area today, they have some additional measures put in place. Local 15's Muriel Bailey spoke with them about their plans for action.
As the Gulf Coast prepares for severe weather Monday, the National Weather Service says the system has the potential to have a significant impact.
We're looking at all modes of severe weather possible with this system coming across through the day Monday, including isolated tornadoes, a couple of which could be strong, in addition to damaging straight-line winds over 70 miles per hour, as well as large hail and very heavy rain.
They're reminding people to take shelter when tornado warnings are issued.
That includes interior bathroom or closet, just a sturdy shelter. Mobile homes are never safe.
Local 15's meteorologist Jake Dunn says that this system is a bit different because it's not a common scenario for Alabama this time of year.
We see storm systems like this all the time during our 2 severe weather seasons, which is usually November into December, and then a second season, January into February. However, typically by early April, we're done with severe weather. I mean, it's not unheard of, but we usually are calming down now.
Area emergency responders are on standby. Baldwin County's Emergency Management Center's director says right now they don't anticipate activating the Emergency Operations Center above staff level. But if they need to call in more crews, they are available. Mobile Public Works says standby crews are on call and ready to respond, and their early response vehicle is ready to remove trees out of the roadway if needed. Officials with Mobile Fire and Rescue say they're ready to respond as well.
We have equipment in place such as, small boats, trucks that we can get to people if we need to.
Muriel Bailey, Local 15 News.
Alabama Power says it's monitoring the weather too. Those crews on standby and ready to respond quickly if there are any power outages, and there very well may be. Now here's an example of why we're so concerned with this system. We hope it doesn't happen here, but we do know this already. Damage in Louisiana. Family in Alexandria says they're lucky to be alive after a severe storm knocked a tree into their home. And listen to this. They say everyone had taken cover in a closet just before a tree came crashing into the house, falling right on the chairs where they had been sitting just moments before.
They're alive, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Just when my daddy got in there, because he's 91 and can barely walk, it threw him into the closet. And he's got a cut on his arm, but he's okay.
The family says while the home is a total loss, they count themselves blessed. That family resides in Alexandria, Louisiana, and that is the same city where a reported tornado left behind the damage you see right here. The tornado left trees and power lines down across the area, which in turn, of course, caused power outages. No injuries, thankfully, reported in this area. This morning, though, police are urging people to stay off the roads there. The severe weather also brought hail to parts of Louisiana. This is video out of Lafayette. Hail like this, as well as lightning, which caused the fire that you're about to see, is expected in our area today. Crews battled a blaze Sunday after a bolt of lightning struck a tanker in Caddo Parish, Louisiana. That fire was contained. You're seeing hail here, though. There's no injuries reported in that incident either. Breaking news this morning, still no sign locally of an escaped inmate. His name, Justin Fritz. Not a good time to be on the run. Justin Fritz escaped from the Mobile Work Release Center Sunday night around 5:30. He's 26 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall, and weighs about 170 pounds. He was last seen wearing a white prison uniform and black work boots. Fritz is serving time for burglary, and if you've seen him or you have any information, you're asked to call the Alabama Department of Corrections or your local law enforcement. A pre-trial hearing is scheduled in Philadelphia in Bill Cosby's sexual assault case, this one focusing on evidence. Prosecutors want to use deposition testimony at trial from Cosby, where he discussed assessing quaaludes to give to women. Testimony the comedian's lawyers want to exclude from his trial. That trial scheduled to begin in June. Cosby has denied all sexual assault allegations against him. The man charged with killing a state trooper in northeastern Pennsylvania will be in court for legal motions today, a day before his trial starts. Aaron Freen is accused of shooting 2 troopers, killing one in an ambush outside their barracks in September of 2014. It would be weeks before investigators would capture Freen. His lawyers try to move the trial, but it's staying in the area with a jury brought in from outside Philadelphia. Today, the Senate Judiciary Committee is set to vote on the president's pick for the Supreme Court. Committee members will vote on the nomination of Judge Neil Gorsuch to be an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. His nomination is expected to advance to the full Senate along party lines. He would succeed the late Antonin Scalia if he's chosen. Of course, Scalia died last year. Local 15 is hosting a roundtable discussion on health care in Alabama. Our panel of experts will outline problems and give their input on what needs to be done to fix the system. We're going to answer your questions. The roundtable set for Wednesday, April 5th from 7 until 8. It'll be on our sister station, UTV 44. We'll also stream it live on our website, local15tv.com. Kelly?
All right, Darwin. Well, a tornado watch has been issued for parts of our viewing area until 9 a.m. We are under an enhanced threat of severe weather. The weather will begin to turn extremely bad in downtown Mobile beginning at 10 a.m. And we're going to be in that window of opportunity for severe weather in between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Your high today, 81 degrees. And download the Local 15 weather app to your iPhone. Go to the App Store, type in WPMI-WX. You want to make sure that you have a way to receive watches and warnings today. We'll be back.
Named Best Newscast in the State by the Alabama Broadcasters Association.
.42, it's time to keep a close watch on the weather. Kelly is about to tell you why.
Standing here, watching you, turning every head in this crowded room. The lights down low, dancing slow. Oh, if falling's how you feel, and perfect's what you see.
Local 15 weather with meteorologist Kelly Foster.
I know sometimes people say, oh, they're just scaring us. I mean, I really have gotten texts like that we're just scaring you. But we're looking at this line of strong storms. I'm looking at that lightning right now, Kelly. And
oh, yeah. Aaliyah, our 5 a.m. producer, she's been, we've been talking back and forth about this radio. She said 4,000 lightning strikes. Is that right? And I said, yes, it is right. You were telling me before the show, giving me that news information about that mother and daughter killed.
In Bow Bridge, Louisiana.
Yeah, that those strong winds knocked their trailer off the cinder blocks, and that area is just east of Lafayette. So there is a lot of history of damage reports and deaths associated with this storm system that's headed our way. It is charging in, and boy, is the lightning firing up. We have got about 4,200 lightning strikes right now, and we have severe thunderstorm warnings in place. Greene County, Mississippi, as well as Washington County, Alabama, under the gun for a severe thunderstorm warning until 6 a.m. Primary threats are going to be winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour, and we're not ruling out some hail. We've heard some reports of that. On the tail end of the system, things are really beginning to get rotating because they've had reports of a funnel cloud near New Orleans, and the tail end of that's going to be impacting Mobile by mid-morning. Our northern zones right now, the Leakesville area, this is just north of Highway 98. This is going to be coming up on Highway 45, beginning to cross over into Washington County, going to be on top of Chatham within about the next 10 minutes or so. So if you've got travel plans, Highway 45, Highway 43, or even Highway 84, I would wait until this line has passed. And you can see all that lightning. Keep in mind that if you hear thunder, you are within striking distance. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has our area shaded in the orange here. That is an enhanced threat of severe weather on a scale of 1 to 5. Enhanced is a 3. Our inland zones, parts of Washington, Clark County, and back into Greene County, they're under a slight risk, which is a 2. So there is going to be the potential for some tornadic development as well as strong winds gusting up to 70 miles per hour, hail, and even the potential for some flash flooding. So we're going to be watching your neighborhood very close, and already we do have a tornado watch in effect until 9 a.m. for all the counties shaded in pink. That does include Mobile Bay adjacent waters. And in advance of this squall line, the winds are really beginning to turn fast, gusting up to 31 miles per hour for Mobile. I made that commute in this morning. It's going to be tough to drive, so hold on tight to the wheel. We have a wind advisory all the way until 10 o'clock tonight. So this is what we want you to pay attention to. 7 o'clock this morning, onshore flow continues. By mid-morning, it's going to be near the Mobile Airport, Snow Road, House Ferry, Tanner Williams, and then back towards the west end of Dauphin Island. As we head towards 11:30, it shifts into Baldwin County, near Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, up towards Bay Minette, and then by about 12:30, 12:40, it's going to be near Pensacola, Eglin Air Force Base, the Milton area, and then by around 2 o'clock, Destin, Sandestin, Crestview, Niceville, and then by 3 we're through. So Tuesday is wonderful, and then we want to show you Wednesday real quick because we're going to be watching Wednesday with the potential for another round of severe weather. As far as rain totals, we're talking about 1.5 inches for Mobile. Download this Local 15 weather app. The big deal today, you have to make sure that you have a way to receive information. Our storm coverage today, 80%. We will top out at 81 to about 82. There's your 7-day. And today and Wednesday, it is all hands on deck. Otherwise, we're going to be turning a little chillier as as we head into Friday and Saturday morning. 547, we'll go ahead and show you traffic. No problems this morning where the Bayway meets the Causeway, except for those strong wind gusts can be tough over the bay, and we could be looking at some water over the Causeway as well. So we're going to continue to watch this. National Weather Service out of New Orleans did issue a tornado warning that does include the Kill. That's the hometown of Brett Favre, NFL former star, and that is across southeast Mississippi outside of our viewing area.
Now, that same system that Kelly's been talking to you about all morning long is the same system that struck Texas and also Louisiana and has left destruction and cleanup across several states. Straight line winds tore across Panola County Airport in Carthage, Texas, causing damage to structures. Fortunately, no one was injured. Now, shoppers in a mall in Alexandria, Louisiana took cover and witnessed firsthand a funnel cloud touching down. Take a look at that video. One of them caught it all on camera. Also in Alexandria, cleanup of extensive damage began after trees tore down power lines, damaging homes and businesses. Now, that same system is headed our way, as Kelly and Darwin have been talking about all morning long, and it's going to cause several school closures in our area. So for more information on what schools are closed, make sure to stay tuned to Local 15 today at 6 a.m. You can also find a complete list of our closures on our website, local15tv.com. It'll also be scrolling on the bottom of your screen all morning long. Back to you.
Welcome back, everybody. We have James and this cute little puppy, Jada, and she is playing. She's at the Mobile City Animal Shelter. James, tell us a little bit more about this cute little lady.
Jada's a terrier mix. She's only 3 months. Very playful puppy, as you can see. Very active also.
Okay, and so it would be good for her to have some chew toys, because she looks like she's kind of still teething a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, she definitely needs a toy or two.
Okay, so what kind of dog is she again? And we know her disposition right now is puppy playful, but what kind of breed is she?
She's a terrier breed, which shows why she's so jumpy and excited. It's a good breed for, I would say, small families. A lot of kids actually like the dog, have played with the dog.
All right. Well, James and Jada, thank you both for being here. If you'd like to make Jada a part of your happy home, visit the City of Mobile, the animal shelter. Thank you both.
All right.
Somebody get the friskies this morning. One local author, let's change it here. Mobilian Johnny Hayes is about to, we are working on, let's try this story. One local author wants her book to help raise awareness of mental illness. Let's do this story. Kale May's new book, The Unveiling of a Mask, is about the tragedy of being diagnosed and living with a mental illness. She also says is about keeping a family together and not letting mental illness destroy lives.
My husband was diagnosed in 2001 with a mental illness, so we wanted to show people that there's not a look, there's not a face, there's not a type of person that has a mental illness. You can be standing right next to someone that has it, and just to bring the covers over, off of mental illness.
Good idea. May was inspired to write this book after her own husband's battle with schizophrenia. Now, Mobilian Johnny Hayes, he is moving up on The Voice. Love playing this. He has a distinctive, soulful sound that caught the attention of the judges on NBC's hit show The Voice. He has passed the battle round, but the competition isn't over yet. We talked to Hayes last week, and he says he's already being recognized from his appearance on The Voice.
I got a few followers on Twitter and stuff, but I wouldn't say I'm a superstar yet. I got to get there.
He was playing downtown this weekend right here in Mobile. Johnny will face his challenge in the knockout round tonight at 7 o'clock. You can watch it right here on NBC and Local 15. Well, local residents are stepping up to help those who are homeless after a shelter has discontinued its services. How Breaking Bread is helping to provide food to those who are hungry, and how you can help with the organization's cause.
It is 5:51. We do have a tornado watch for parts of our viewing area until 9 a.m. and a severe thunderstorm warning right now. If we could take a look at the live pinpoint Doppler, that does include Washington County and Clark County. There we go. This is going to be in effect until 6:30. We'll see this line of storms move near Chatham in 5 minutes, Grove Hill 11, and Citronelle in 19. We'll be back.
Get ready, it's about to get ugly.
Welcome back, everybody. We do have a tornado watch in effect until 9 a.m. this morning. And on the live pinpoint Doppler, we've been watching some severe storms. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Washington and Clark County until about 6:30 this morning. We'll zoom in a little bit tighter, and you can see these storms near Chatham. These are going to be moving over towards Grove Hill and the state line area within about the next 15 minutes or so. And still that severe thunderstorm warning for Greene County. That should expire at 6 a.m. Lightning pack storms moving up near Grove Hill along Highway 84. Storm Prediction Center does have our area under an enhanced threat of severe weather. And there's a look at that tornado watch. And here's a look at those warnings. And again, severe thunderstorm warning for Washington and Clark County until 6:30 and Greene County, Mississippi until 6.
All right, we keep close contact with Kelly this morning, all morning long. A local woman is doing what she can to help Mobile's homeless population now that 15 Place has discontinued its services. Gladys Douglas says she founded Breaking Bread with the goal of feeding those in need as well as offering them clothes and other items that have been donated for the cause. Douglas says her decision to start this group was simple because she's been there.
I've been on the other side. When I had to come down here and get my mail and do all this stuff, I've been there, and I just feel so sorry for them because I just feel like the city of Mobile hadn't done anything to help them.
At least the world has a lot of hate in it today, and anything I can do to just spread a little love amidst all of that, I want to do all I can do.
Now, if you would like to make a donation to Breaking Bread, Douglas says she does not accept cash, but she does accept other donations. She'll post how you can donate onto our website, local15tv.com. Great work. Happy 14th birthday, Cameron Marshall. Marshall is an 8th grader at Burns Middle School. That's enough to be proud of, but now it's his birthday today. Love from Mom, Dad, and Candace. And happy birthday to Gina Bogan. She works in our sales department here at Local 15. Hey, Gina, how are you doing? Birthdays from your sales team. They love and appreciate all you do. And from us in news, too. Happy 11th birthday to Connor Bears. Preston, this is from Preston and your mom. Their mom works here at Local 15, too. We got a lot of birthdays in-house today. And happy belated birthday to Bryson Beck. He turns 2 years old this weekend. I don't believe he's connected to Local 15, but Mom and Dad love you. Middle school basketball player in Florida has become an overnight internet sensation. You're about to see why. The teenager lost his arms when he was a baby, but he still sinks baskets like there is no tomorrow. We're going to have this story for you coming up in our 6 a.m. newscast. But Kelly, we've got a full morning of weather.
We do, Darwin, and we're watching the squall line. It is charging ahead. It has a history of producing damage, and right now it's about 53 miles west of Mobile. I'll take you through the hour-by-hour forecast right after this break. See you in 2 minutes.